Andor, right? I'm thinking of two different places. There is Andor, the moon, right, where they had the the speed racer, the speed tracer, where the Ewoks are at. That's Andor, or is that the planet that
I
blew
think
up?
we should. I think we should stop trying to make ourselves look any smarter than we are. Because
No, no,
I'm
no, no, no.
no. What I'm trying to tell you is I don't know.
I'm trying to learn here.
I don't know. Well, nobody.
Well, chat.
You can ask me
Better than-
specific questions like that. I don't know. All right, I'm not
Okay.
that. I'm not that kind of Star Wars fan. I'm just like laser swords. All right, that's all I can. I want a laser sword. That's it. Okay.
That's what a reckoning sounds like.
And this is a show.
This is a TV show. It's coming out in August.
Hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I
Right.
love what they're. Look, Disney. I feel like they save certain things, but they also ruin certain things. So I'm not gonna lie, they ruined the fucking movies. Oh my god, movies.
What?
But-
I didn't hear anything you just
I-
said.
Oh really? Was I far away from the mic?
Yeah, you just kind of.
Oh, but I'd say Disney. They make some things great and they ruin some things. But this right here, this is, I feel like their whole Mandalorian, their whole Star Wars TV series has been fire so far.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Off rip, it looks way better than Boba Fett and whatever the other one is.
Yeah, I was just, you caught me off the tip. It was on the tip of my tongue. I was just about to say Boba Fett was
Not Boba Fett, but what's the other one? The main popular one?
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. This looks better than Mandalorian to me. And I've seen 2
Mandalorian was
seasons
pretty
of Mandalorian.
Mandalorian is pretty fire, but I feel like this would kind of be I could see it being a little bit more actiony, but Mandalorian had like a mixture of like a good amount of comedy, action, and all that stuff too. I feel like
the scenes of it, like the premise of it seems more interesting to me than what's going on in Mandalorian, to be honest. That's kind of wild, and it looks like it's a more adult, darker Star Wars. I think the premise is like the early, like the slow burn, early signs of a rebellion, right, against the Empire, right, which is connects to the main plot of the Star Wars, show or movies, where the rebels and all that. And I think that's what they're doing with the show. And this show kind of almost like makes me think like it's you know how like in a video game where like the side missions actually end up being better than the main mission sometimes. Like it almost feels like this show is a side show that they were coming up with, and whoever directed it or provided more like or like whoever the showrunner is like ended up making it better than the main stuff. Because I'm kind of at a weird place with Star Wars right now. I'm not like, I feel like most of Star Wars is bad at this point, but I'm excited for Obi-Wan. I'm excited for Obi-Wan. Most of it, Star Wars is showing, especially the Disney trilogy, is kind of bad right now.
When we talk about the Skywalker side of it, that's how I feel.
That's one drawback to the show. That's my one drawback to this show, right? Is Star Wars is supposed to be this incredibly vast universe, like or a galaxy, I guess, far, far away. And so it's supposed to be this supposedly vast galaxy, but everything they touch on is in the same period of time, right? The same like characters, the same like areas of the galaxy. And if for some reason a show like Game of Thrones, which is focused on like a continent, seems way more massive than a galaxy far, far away. It seems way more massive than Star Wars. You like it just constantly like they're afraid to let go of this era. I think you can tell really good stories like far away. Like there's got to be other
farther than far away.
Far away, bro. There's got to be stuff going on in other parts of the galaxy that could contribute to the main card, or other time periods, or a completely different context with the Star Wars lore, and a lot of the side books and legacy stuff like does that.
One of the biggest stories that I feel like everybody has been wanting is the Old Republic type of
Old Republic. I got a feeling we're gonna get that soon, though. I think that one of these big directors is working on a trilogy, and I think they're gonna get the Old Republic soon. That
would be fire. But no, I feel you. Just to piggyback off of that, the whole vast galaxy thing. There's a whole comic. I know you know. There's a whole comic side to Star Wars. I don't know if you've ever got into like the Telltale series.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I know they had some, but not.
Yeah, but well, like, it's like what you're saying. I mean, it still is kind of in the same like section, right? Because it's all about like what the Empire holds and stuff, right? But I don't know. I just feel like there is so many stories, and that's what I like. That's what I really respect about Disney's side. I like what they're doing with the TV shows in the Star Wars universe, because I feel like it's what you're talking about. Like they're trying to get these other stories out there rather than just focus on a Skywalker side. But let's face it, the thing that brought all of us to Star Wars, why everybody loves Star Wars, is that Skywalker story, that Skywalker timeline. And it's the most important thing in the universe. I think that's why they focus there, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I get it, but I think there's like you said, there's been times where they told stories outside of the the Luke and Darth Vader stuff and this time period in general. But I think they're afraid to take risks, so they constantly like they do it in the side stuff all the time, just like you said. But the shows, I do agree, are the shining part of what Disney's doing with Star Wars right now. Even though Mandalorian and Boba Fett, I wasn't really too big of a fan of, but even though they may not, I'm not saying they're perfect, they are the best things that Disney's doing with Star Wars right now, I think. Those movies weren't good. So no, I'm just saying those movies weren't good.
Agreed.
It seems like they were rushed. It seems like they spent like too much money and energy on them, but then like the shows are getting better and better. They're adding stuff that I like, so you know.
I feel like they're trying to do with the whole Star Wars movies. It was such a money grab, and they're trying to do. I feel like the Marvel thing where they have a release like every year or every other year, without doing the. Well, I mean, it was different directors, but I feel like they didn't have like. I think those storylines were being built up simultaneously together, right, with Marvel, and then I think I haven't looked into it, but with this trilogy, they just kind of had it like, all right, we're done with this movie, let's work on the next.
Yeah,
right?
no, I know.
That's what it felt like, at least.
No, I think they got okay. I think my theory is Disney bought Star Wars for like what $4 billion or something like a couple years ago. And then like 2 or 3 years later they rushed out a movie. Not even 2 years, right? You know what I mean? I think they rushed out a movie. So I mean, obviously they didn't plan it, they didn't develop it, they just rushed it out, because when you spend $4 billion, guess what the first thing you're gonna want to do? Make it right back, my boy. You're trying to get that money back. They were trying to get that money back, and I think for the most part they kind of did. Though I feel like even though I didn't like a lot of them, I feel like all those Star Wars movies made like $1 billion each.
Everybody will go to see a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a fan. And also it's like I feel like corporates got their hands on to that part. It's just like, hey,
that's what I'm saying.
Push a product out, and we can sell all these toys, we can sell all these shirts, we can sell all that, you know.
And then they started focusing on the TV stuff where you could take your time, and these are coming out like 5-6 plus years after Disney bought
great directors.
And then they're like, okay, now I feel like we're getting to the point where they're starting to do good things. Like, this looks good. This looks interesting. It could fail, but I don't mind. I kind of want a adult dark Star Wars situation going on, bro. I don't know about you, but I'm just tired of the jokes all the time.
Can I tell something to Disney real quick? Look, I understand.
I don't know if they'll watch this, but sure.
No, they're watching this. They're watching this. Trust me.
Thank you for believing in me. I appreciate it.
No, but yeah, look. I understand Star Wars has a target. Is off what you're saying. Has a target to kids, right?
Yeah.
And I get it. You guys want to make your money. Kids are gonna constantly nag to go buy toys. Yo, mommy, I want this and want that. Do you not know? Us nerds out here with actual jobs and money will pay for a lot of this shit if you just cater to us, man. I mean, we pay for it now, and you don't cater. Maybe that's the problem.
I think that's what they're using the Disney Plus app for. Like, this looks like something more catered to me, because I like this. I like the...
Yeah.
And I'm sick of people saying Star Wars is, like, just for kids. Have you guys watched that episode 1, 2, and 3? Like, they were talking about trade routes and politics and... Like how I'm like,
That's
how are
George
kids?
Lucas.
How is this for kids? Like
George Lucas.
you're already talking about like the most complicated geopolitical stuff I've ever seen in my life, and weird dialogue.
And I still loved it.
And I liked it too. I like that era because it had a lot of Sith.
Anakin.
I mean, a lot of Jedi. No, it had. I just don't even. It's not even Anakin. Anakin's great, whatever. But I like seeing a lot of Jedi at the same time. Like in the Luke Skywalker, this era, like the Jedi, the Force users are rare. They're one-offs, and they're not really like at their height. I want to see a show or series where Force users are at their height, and that kind of stuff. And I think the Old Republic does that well, but we haven't got that on screen yet. And,
Exactly.
And that's why I like the Clone War era, because there was a lot of Jedi on screen. There was that's the thing I like about Star Wars is Jedi and Sith. I don't care about the spaceships shooting at each other. I'm sorry, I'm not that Star Wars fan, but
I mean, yeah, no, exactly. I mean, like, I like what you said. I feel like what you're talking about with a lot of Jedis, the Old Republic would be better because not only is there a lot of Jedis, there's a lot of Sith.
Yeah,
because
there's no rule of two back then.
Rule of two, yeah. So there's a lot of Sith, and then look, the Clone Wars, we get it. I mean, Star Wars is about the whole wars and stuff. Even though Attack of the Clones had no attack of clones. Like, I just feel like the war between Jedi and Sith would have been much, like, you could have Game of Thrones. That's what they should do. Cater to us. Give us a Game of Thrones type of, like, because we're going back.
I think that's what you can do with the Old Republic, and I think
it's dark. It's a
they
dark
literally
story.
at one point had the Game of Thrones directors on a Star Wars trilogy. Like, I don't know if you remember the story from a couple years ago. They literally had that, and I think that idea is still popular. I think they're just trying to figure it out at this point. And I think the next trilogy will be what I'm thinking is like, can we get over this era? Can we stop focusing on Luke and Leia and Darth Vader so much? Even though I like Obi-Wan. But I think that's where. But this is getting a little long at this point. What are your final thoughts on this trailer? Tater tots. What are your final thoughts on this trailer? What do you like about it, and what do you want to say about it?
Well, okay, I feel like it's not giving us much, but the time period and like where it's taking place. One thing I do gotta ask, Andor, right? I'm thinking of two different places. There is Andor, the moon, right, where they had the the speed racer, the speed tracer, where the Ewoks are at. That's Andor, or is that the planet?
I think we should stop trying to make ourselves look any smarter than we are. No. What I'm trying to tell you is I don't know.
I'm trying to learn here.
I don't know. Nobody. You can ask me specific questions like that. I don't know. All right, I'm not that kind of Star Wars fan. I'm just like, laser swords. All right, that's all I like. I want a laser sword. That's it. Okay.
All right.
I mean, overall, I think this trailer is great. I think it seems mature, which I'm excited about, and it focuses a lot on like rebellion and like politics, maybe, and like Game of Thrones level type stuff. Everything I compare it to Game of Thrones, but whatever. I like it. I like it so far. I think it's great. I think it might be a sleeper hit.
Yeah, it looks like it would be good, but I just hope they're not just showing us the coolest parts and then. Get the show. That is definitely a scheme that people be using, bro, to get me to watch a show.
The visuals are great too. Great shots. It seems like it's done very well.
By the way, I'm watching Obi-Wan. I'm watching Obi-Wan, even if it does become a trash show. I don't care. Obi-Wan is my guy.
I kind of have to too.
It's my guy, bro. We agree. He's the best. I think we talked about this before.
He's my favorite. He is the best Jedi. He soloed the chosen one. He soloed the chosen one. The literal chosen one by the Force. He soloed that man. I don't care what anybody says. He's the best.
Anakin, bro. Don't do it, bro.
He's an Anakin. I got the high ground. There is no amount of destiny or main character ideas that you have. I don't care. I will cut your ass with that.
This ain't I love you. I'm telling you, dog. Don't do this, bro.
Exactly.
This ain't on my brother.
But appreciate you. Thanks for reacting to the trailer with me. Say bye-bye to the people.
Bye, lovely people. You guys are my favorite part of this channel. This guy's kind of I'm kind of used to them.